Yeah, you can start.
Welcome, everyone, to our demonstration today. Let's take a few moments to ensure we're all properly connected. If you're having any difficulties seeing my screen, and likewise, if you can't hear the audio, please write into the chat window and we'll try and get that sorted immediately.
Gavin, it's working fine, they said, so you can continue.
Excellent. Okay, thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you've taken the time out of your day to allow me to familiarize you with the features of SEMrush and help you make the best of our tools to stay ahead of the competition. Today, I'll be walking you through the functionality of our platform, which is designed to simplify the daily routines of your work and provide valuable data for your digital marketing strategy. To begin, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Gavin, and I'm a customer success specialist at SEMrush. That job title is exactly as it sounds, as I'm here to help ensure your success working with the SEMrush suite. We appreciate your input as it is through your feedback that our platform has been molded into the multi-purpose application that it is today. If ever you have any ideas of how we might better cater to your digital marketing needs, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. On screen is our email address and Twitter hashtag as an example. And here we have the format of today's presentation. So first, we will begin with an overview of the navigation system and explain where you can find exactly what you're looking for. Then we will take a deeper look at our wide range of tools to help you understand which ones will be best for mastering your market or department. Afterwards, I will show you the various resources that you can avail of for exploring our suite in more depth. And of course, at the end of the demonstration, we will allocate some time for any questions you may have. So please feel free to write in the chat box. And if time isn't on our side, we can address your queries in a follow-up email after this demonstration. All right then, let us begin. So this is what you'll be presented with when you first log on to the SEMrush suite. On the top is the menu bar, which contains several points of reference for working with our tools. I'll circle back to this in more detail a little later in the presentation. On the left-hand side, you will see our dashboard. We offer more than 30 unique tools, and this is where you'll be able to locate them. It might seem a challenge to find the right tool to meet your specific goals, but there's no need to feel intimidated. We've arranged the tools into specialized groups so you can choose the most relevant toolkit for your daily routine. To the right of this, occupying the bulk of our screen, is the workstation, where basically all the magic happens. Now, there are essentially three core components to the SEMrush suite. The analytics section, this is the bread and butter of our platform. This is where you'll gain a unique insight into your competitors' online presence. We provide an enormous amount of data on nearly 800 million domains in relation to keywords, backlinks, and much more for both desktop and mobile. We then have our project section. Here you'll find a variety of tools, each focusing on several different aspects of online marketing, such as SEO, PPC, and content. SEMrush Projects allows you to gather data from inside and outside of the SEMrush interface, giving you the best and most precise means of achieving your individual goals. We also have the reports section, simply titled My Reports. This will allow you to organize all your data and findings and communicate the results through a variety of graphs and tables in an easy-to-share PDF format. So we can start first with the analytics section. So for those of you who are familiar with the SEMrush suite, we have recently implemented some important upgrades. We're proud to present our new and improved analytics section. Rebuilt from scratch, the new version of the analytics includes a more visual and comprehensive interface, as well as increased speeds and improvements in the overall user experience. So let's take a look, or a closer look, from the perspective of a domain first. So as an example domain today, I'm going to use philips.com. And we can go on ahead and type that directly into our query bar here. So first, how do we actually collect the data for SEMrush? So we have a database that consists of over 800 million of the most popular keywords. These keywords are then divided across more than 100 geographic regions or smaller databases. When we update a keyword, we take a snapshot of the first 10 pages of the Google SERP. So that's the top 100 organic and paid results. That being the case, our data can differ slightly from that of Google Analytics. These keywords are updated based on their popularity, with the most popular being updated on a daily basis. But you can be sure that all keywords will have been updated at least once per month. So by default, SEMrush provides you with the most recent results, referred to as our live data. We also offer the possibility to review historical data, in most cases as far back as January 2012. This enables you to perform research on keywords and domains on a month-to-month basis. So this is our domain overview, and it provides you with an overall summary of your competitors' analytics. Almost all of our tools feature an overview tab, such as this, which provides you with various data, widgets, and graphs, which, when clicked on, will direct you to more detailed reports within. In regards to analytics, this portal is where you can begin analyzing your competition. You'll be able to see both the paid and organic traffic estimations, results on their backlinks profiles, and much more. Now that we have an idea of what type of data is available to us, let us dig a little deeper. So this is our organic research menu. So along the top, we can see the previously mentioned regional databases. We can toggle our time frame for historical data and analyze this data from a desktop or mobile perspective. So briefly explaining a few of our metrics then, the keywords figure here, it shows the number of keywords for which a domain is ranking within the first 10 pages of the Google SERP. We then have an estimate of the traffic these keywords will garner and a prediction of what this might cost if we were to bid on these keywords rather than acquire them organically. A new feature of this report involves the ability, my apologies, there's the older analytics section there. So yes, as I was saying, actually, the new feature for this report, it involves the ability to filter this data with reference to the traffic generated from branded and non-branded keywords. Sorry. Below, there are graphs and widgets, which provide us a visual preview of our available reports. Again, this is from our overview. But what I'd like to do is bring your attention to the notes section we have. My apologies. So sorry, this note section then. This will help you track all of the major SEMrush and Google updates. It makes it easy for us to determine which events or outside factors have influenced the metrics of our site. And we also have the ability to add our own notes. So allowing us to adjust the our own notes. And I say we can adjust the time scope then here for precision in your research. We've got month, 6 months, or all time here. Just an example of some of these notes. Mhm. Okay, so just before we dive into our first report, I have an interesting widget here that I'd like to show you. If we scroll down a little, we should be able to see our SERP features section. Sorry, overview. It's more. Mhm. So here you can see how many special results are triggered by keywords, the likes of, say, knowledge graphs and local packs and such. Divided into two groups, there are features that are linking to domain, either through clickable content or containing a URL link, and these that are not linking to a domain. So now actually, let's take a look at the data produced in our reports. So we have our positions report first here. So it's probably best actually I explain a few of the metrics we have here. So with keyword, well, this is the specific keyword in which they're referring to. POS here is in relation to position. So this is the position that the query domain currently holds in regards to that keyword. We have its current position and the previous position it held on our last update. Say next we have our differences, which shows the difference in the previous update and our most recent update. Apologies. We have, sorry, our volume metric then, which shows us the estimated monthly queries for a particular keyword. Next to that, you'll see KD percentage, and that is our keyword difficulty percentage. It determines how difficult it may be to acquire that particular keyword organically for your domain. We recommend that anything below 70% is essentially fair game. You could build a strategy or campaign in order to acquire that particular keyword. The CPC then is our cost per click. And as I'm working with the US database, it's working in US dollars, but you can change that in the settings to other currencies as well. URL then is the specific landing page that would be triggered in regards to that keyword. We again have our costs, but next to that is COM, which is short for our competitive density. This is a metric from 0 to 1 that basically rates how dense the market is in terms of competition in acquiring that particular keyword. The results then is the number of results generated by querying that particular keyword. Volume trend is a bar chart which documents a 12-month period in terms of how popular a particular keyword was. So you can kind of get an indication to maybe whether the keyword was seasonal or not. The SERP then is an actual screenshot of what it is we had seen on the Google SERP that day when we had collected data on that particular keyword. And then lastly, there is just the last update, which explains when it had been previously updated. Okay, so if we scroll back up then, these tabs on top here relate to the various organic research reports. So position changes then, it will allow you to look into the variations of keyword positions over time, filtering them according to those that are newly ranked in the top 100 positions. In addition, it shows keywords recently lost and details about improvements and decline. But something I think that will be of real interest at the moment is the competitors tab. So this report lists domains that the queried domain is competing against in Google's top 100 organic search results. So here you can see the level of competition as a visual-based metric. This is based on the analysis of the number of keywords of each domain against the number of the domain's common keywords. So the majority of the results pertaining to our metrics can be clicked on, which will bring up usually the relevant report or tool for digging deeper. One example of this then is if we were to click on any of the common keyword results here, we are brought to our keyword gap tool within the gap analysis section. So let's go ahead actually and check this section out. So with this powerful tool, you can compare up to 5 different domains to see what keywords they share with us and the position of every common keyword in paid, organic, and Google Shopping search results of the first 10 pages of the Google SERP. So you would add your domains here, and we can switch it between organic, paid, and PLA keywords or Google Shopping keywords here. So with this tool, you can find out what keywords are unique for your competitor and whether they're ranking highly for them. So we see the report just below, and we can see our positional rankings here for the keywords. Unusual, though, that we're competing against ourselves, but in the UK market. But as an example, with these Venn diagrams, the additional filters here, we could, for example, see all the keywords that are unique to the first domain, but not our second domain. Essentially, it could give us an idea on an area we could focus our SEO efforts on. Okay, let's take a look then at our keyword analytics section. So when you type a keyword into the dashboard, the system will bring you to the keyword research report. So just an example here, we'll say so these reports function similarly to the domain analytics. So let's take a look at some of our other keyword related tools. First, we have our keyword difficulty tool. So this allows us to estimate how difficult it would be to seize competitors' positions in organic search with a particular keyword, which we'll then rate from basically 1 to 100%. So this metric is based on the competition between domains that are ranking for the requested keywords in Google's top positions on the first 10 pages. It basically gives you an insight on what domains you'll be able to compete with. So if the difficulty number is less than 70%, which in this case it is not, but if it was less than 70%, we would consider that to mean that you have a chance to compete organically for this particular keyword. So you can also see metrics that show the number of queries, so our volume, and the number of results for these queries, our results here. And of course, the SERP features of which they have the potential to trigger. So our most powerful tool then within our keyword analytics is our keyword magic tool. So this is great for exploring topics and finding semantically related subtopics and essentially building a master list of keywords to target with SEO or paid search efforts. So the SEO keyword magic saves you time by automatically calculating the keyword potential for you, factoring in metrics such as CPC and volume, keyword difficulty, competition level. Let's take a bit closer look. So we have some previous lists created here. We'll try marketing. So with this, you can now group your keywords into niches to evaluate your current niche or consider expanding perhaps into a different one. So after you enter a keyword, the tool will generate a complete listing of all the various related terms in this large table. The related subjects will be segmented into groups listed in this menu on the left. So in this menu to the left will be the suggested groups of related topics. You can click on any of these blue links to see the keywords of the given group populate the main table to the right. So for example here, so these groups will contain their particular keyword modifier along with your search query, similar to what the phrase match report will show you. These are great for, basically a great source for long tail keywords specific to a subcategory or topic related to your search. So the phrase match keywords is a report on queries that contain the requested phrase. I say if we were to browse through the different groups here, we'll notice that the total volume and average difficulty metrics in the table will adjust to reflect the keywords that are displayed. So the total volume then represents the combined average monthly search volume of all the keywords in the current group you're analyzing. And then the average difficulty, shows the average keyword difficulty among all terms in the selected group. So these give you an estimate of how much traffic each subcategory is worth and how hard it would be to rank your website for the terms in that group. So groups with a high total volume and low average difficulty should be more valued and identified as topics to target with content marketing or SEO efforts. The second step in this tool is our keyword analyzer, where you can work on the list of merged keywords, update the metrics provided, and send the selected keywords directly to the position tracking or PPC keyword tool. So let's just actually take a quick look at that. So first of all, to add words to our keyword analyzer, we can either click on this here, or we could select them individually and add to keyword analyzer. The keyword analyzer itself can be located at the top of the page. So as mentioned, this is where we can work with the list of merged keywords. We can update our metrics, or we can update each of them individually here as well. And as I mentioned, we can send the selected keywords directly to the position tracking tool or our PPC keyword tool. So let's now actually have a look at some of the tools we offer in the project section. So again, we'll work with the philips.com domain as our demonstration. And first, we'll take a look at our position tracking tool. So this tool provides you with a clear picture of how you and your competitors are performing by tracking a website's daily rankings for a custom set of target keywords. You can set your targeting to monitor any specific geographic location, right down to a regional or city level on any device type, such as mobile, tablet, or desktop. We see here in the example, I'm working with the desktop for the Beverly Hills area in California. So you'll also have the ability to compare your rankings against 5 domains at any one time and up to 20 of your competitors within a given campaign. So I have 5 competitors here, and we've set them up in this window. And you can switch out in between the other 20 by doing this. So let's take a closer look at this tool then. The first thing you'll likely notice is the visibility trend chart. So this visibility index is a metric from 0 to 100, where 0 would mean that your domain is not ranking in the top 100 positions on the Google SERP for your chosen keywords, and 100 would be indicative of a domain occupying the first spot for all of these keywords. Now, when it comes to adding keywords, it really couldn't be easier. We add keywords here, or it will be asked for adding your keywords on configuration of the project or campaign as well. So what we can do is we can type our keywords directly into the position tracking tool, or we could copy and paste from a text file or spreadsheet here. Or we can import directly from our keywords analytics section. And you can apply up to 3 individual tags to your keywords, allowing easy filtering for increasing your workflow. So we also have our Google Analytics as well. So scrolling down then, we can see the position tracking table, which will show us the positions with which these domains are ranked with our specified keywords, and the positional changes over a selected period of time, as well as the keywords CPC and volume. So we see here our keywords. We can see the rankings for each of these domains. We can see the changes occurring since yesterday. If we scroll over, we have our CPC and volume for each of these keywords. So as I mentioned, we're also tracking for potential SERP features, so you can move toward gaining your domain that extra push. So you can hover over these icons and view them by clicking on them, and this will filter your report specifically for these features. So if we click on any of these, it will filter our report. So additionally, you can filter your keywords with reference to their organic or paid rankings, and we'll even show you the rank count with regards to local packs and top stories. So to do this on top here, between type organic and paid, and rank count for seeing our local pack and top story rankings. So while you can configure your campaign to a local level, there is a local national volume switch within tracking campaigns availing of the regional geo targeting. So we simply click on the volume drop-down button to view our CPC, estimated traffic, and volume metrics from either the national or local perspective. Okay, so by clicking on the Rankings Distribution tab, we'll be able to see the changes in your keyword rankings within the top 3, top 10, 20, or 100 organic search results. And so to the right of these, then we can actually see, apologies, we can see the recent gains and losses of these changes in terms of like new, lost, improved, or declined metrics. So for more detail on these changes, actually, I'd like to bring your attention to the alerts button, where you can apply triggers in response to each time your project is updated. So with this, you'll be notified via email if any changes have occurred within your campaign. The landing pages tab then will show you the individual URLs being prompted by your keywords on the Google SERP. But what I'd like to present next actually is our featured snippets report. So here we will promote the potential opportunities available to you for triggering a featured snippet. For maximum exposure of your domain, this would be an excellent way in which to be rewarded for your SEO efforts. Okay, so moving on next, we'll talk about our on-page SEO checker. So this is a tool designed to help people optimize pages of their website for certain keywords. The tool gives you a complete and structured list of things you can do to improve the search engine optimization for certain pages on your website. Provides you with helpful tips and educational material, and the tool tells you what to do and lets you know why doing so would be a good idea. So we can see here some of the ideas they've generated, but for a more in-detail approach, we'll go to our optimization idea tab. So when you're first setting this up, we would recommend connecting your Google Search Console. This would allow us to not only suggest the best pages to optimize based solely on rankings, but we'll also consider things such as clicks, impressions, and click-through rate. So we automatically help you choose all the pages that are not the first page for Google. In case you already have a list of landing pages and keywords that you'd like to optimize, you can type them in manually or upload them from a file. So what happens then when we click Collect Ideas? Well, what happens is we analyze the strategy of your top 10 rivals for the desired search queries and provide you with suggestions on how to correctly implement your keywords in your text, how to semantically enrich it, or how long your material should be. Let's just take a look at some of the ideas then. This will also help with the likes of getting good backlinks, for where to get good backlinks from, and how to get rid of some technical issues that might prevent good rankings. And again, if you connect your Google Analytics, we'll also suggest some ideas in relation to user experience. So as an example here, based on my top 10 rivals, it's suggesting that I include particular keyword, smart TV remote, in the body tag. It also explains how difficult that would be to achieve, and as I mentioned, a brief explanation as to why this would be relevant. Okay, so what we should have to look at next, I believe, is our site audit tool. So allow me to introduce you to our powerful website crawler, the SEMrush site audit tool. This is the best site auditing tool that comes with an SEO suite, providing a range of advanced features with a friendly interface and an intuitive manner. So with the site audit, you'll be able to check how well your website is optimized with over 100 on-page and technical SEO checks from surface level issues such as duplicate content and broken links to more in-depth aspects of your site, like the likes of like AMPs or HTTPS implementation, and the correct usage of the likes of hreflang attributes. So with such a wide range of capabilities, it's best we actually take a closer look here. So when you first create a campaign, our boss will begin to crawl your domain as a whole or via your sitemap per your specification. The flexible settings then of this tool really allow you to be specific about what you are crawling, whether it be a domain, subdomain, or subfolder. You even have the ability to include or exclude specific pages, and you can audit the desktop or mobile version of your website. So there are three types of issues. There are errors, warnings, and notices, which are a measurement of the most severe problems to the least severe. So let's delve a little deeper into some of these issues. So as an example here, we have flagged, we'll say 40 pages which have duplicate meta descriptions. To the right of this is a clickable feature called Why and How We Fix It, where we provide information on why it is we flagged this particular problem and what it is that can be done to amend this. So clicking on the issue then will show us the pages of the website where these problems have been encountered. In the next tab then, it is possible to see what pages that we've crawled, as well as the site structure in terms of folders and subfolders. Our statistics tab provides you with a more detailed view on your domain with reference to crawl depth, canonicalization, and markup. Once again, we provide reasons on why this would be considered as important. And for those of you who would be more visual orientated, you can view these metrics in the form of graphs and bar charts. The Compare Crawls tab will allow you to see the progress you've made in your SEO efforts from previous crawls. So here you can see the repairs you've applied and the newer issues which have, well, since been observed. You can schedule the crawl then of your domain on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis, as well as manually rerunning the campaign whenever you need at the click of a button here. One last thing worth mentioning is that you can schedule emailed reports for every time an audit has been completed. Okay, let us now have a look actually of what we can do with backlinks in the SEMrush suite. So bringing us back to our analytics section first. And once again, we'll work with the Philips domain. So backlinks are, I would say, one of the most essential parts for the optimization of the SEO process, and I think you'll likely agree with that. You already know that backlinks are constantly portrayed as being among the top ranking factors in the Google search index, and that they're essentially a great way to bring more traffic to your website. So let's first take a step back to our analytics section here. And from here, we offer the Backlinks Analytics tool. This is where you can gather data for study with reference on your competitor's backlinks profile for contrast and comparison. So in terms of what we'll see here, you can see the number of backlinks, referring domains, referring IPs. This is all for the query domain philips.com. See, we can also sort these domains in terms of, follow or no follow, and you can see whether a backlink is a text. We can see whether the backlink is a text, image, form, or frame format. So again, most of the metrics here will be clickable. For instance, if you click on the number of backlinks, excuse me. Yeah, we'll be able to see the list of all the backlinks for the query domain as well as the link pages. The landing page, we can also see the anchor text and the amount of external and internal links. So here you can also filter based on your preferences and then export this in the form of PDF or in Excel format, as well as other forms of spreadsheets like .csv. See, one of the most interesting features of our backlink research is the backlink comparison report. This will be found in our gap analysis. So in this report, again, we can compare the backlink profiles of up to 5 competitors at once. So it actually offers some suggestions here based on our competition. So after entering the competitors in the input fields, you'll be able to tell which domain is building the newest backlinks with the trend graph here. So competitors added can be root domains, subdomains, or URLs. And the table below then will be set by the metrics, by default. So selecting by, say, referring domains, excuse me, we can see then how many backlinks are being sent to you and your competitor from the same referring domains. So we'll move back to our project section, specifically the backlink audit tool. So this tool will show you how to take an in-depth look at your domain's backlinks and help secure your SEO link building efforts from Google penalties. With this tool, you can audit your backlink profile and identify poor backlinks. The tool provides a workflow to audit all of your links, analyze the toxic signals associated with any suspicious links, and send emails to the website owners, and ultimately create a disavow file to send to Google. Say, working with quite a large backlink profile here with the Philips domain, so it could take a moment. But yes, here we can see our source and target of the links. We can see the type of anchor text we're working with here and the toxic score I spoke of. We can see what metrics make up this particular score. And in terms of workflow, you would keep, if it was a backlink you would like to maintain, you could keep it whitelisted here, or if it was something we wanted rid of, we would delete and move to either our remove list, where we'll try to reach out to the owner of that particular domain hosting the backlink and have them remove it, or to our disavow list, where we'll compile our disavow file for uploading to the Google disavow tool. So with our tool, you can actually integrate your Gmail account as well and work directly from here in order to communicate with the owners of these domains. We also, actually should mention, we also have the ability to integrate the Google Search Console, Google Analytics, and Majestic. So this will ensure that you have the most accurate backlink data available to you. And then our backlink audit tool coordinates quite well with our link building tool. So the link building tool collects a list of link building opportunities for your domain and provides you with a management type interface to run an outreach campaign in order to potentially acquire new links. So we can see here the different type of prospects and where we've got them from. So having this tool directly in the SEMrush suite makes it easy to run a competitive analysis of your SEO rivals and conduct an outreach campaign at the same time. So we see here our potential backlink sources, the type of backlinks or the type of domain that we're working with, and here's where we select our particular outreach strategy. If none of these apply to your current situation, you also have the ability to customize 15 of your own outreach strategies. So what we provide you with is a large list of outreach prospects based on target keywords and competitors. So we also provide a built-in workflow to manage the outreach process. So say you will add any of these, and it'll go into our in progress here. And with the Gmail and Google Search Console integration, we have our ability here to send our emails directly to the owners of these particular domains so as to acquire a new backlink from them. Say there is automatic contact information retrieval for target websites. And of course, a monitor tab here, which allows us to follow our campaign's progress over time. So let's have a look at things from the perspective of a PPC user. So we'll return first to our analytics section where we'll have a look at the advertising research reports. So the look of these reports then resembles that of the organic research report. And the structure itself is also quite similar. The difference, however, is, the difference is the extra segment of information which is available. So if we, oh, I spelled it wrong. Yeah, apologies. There we are. So the extra segments then are the snapshot of the ad, which is here, and information on where the ad appeared on the SERP. So say we're a snapshot here. If we scroll over it, we can see exactly what the advertisement looked like. And then our block segment here indicates whereabouts on the SERP it appeared, whether it's at the top or at the bottom. And as I mentioned, if you click on the snapshot, we can, of this, we can see what's been previously updated as well. So within advertising research, again, we have the competitors report, which is complementary to its counterpart in the organic research section. But there are also two additional reports. That's our ad copies, which provides data per month, and our ad history, which is data per year. So these reports are helpful in analyzing your competitors' ad campaigns. So in the ad copies report, we provide you with all of the ads that we found on the first 10 pages of Google results for this domain. So essentially, you can see what your competitor has been advertising and how they've been doing this. So we see here the ads themselves and the particular keywords of which have triggered these advertisements. And then in our ads history, this gives us an overview of the competitor's entire ad campaign for the whole year. So here you can see all of the keywords for which the competitor has been advertising, the position on the paid results page, and again, what it looked like and whether perhaps it had been seasonal or not. So we'll just give this a brief moment here. So we can see from the calendar here, these numbers are indicative of the position it held on the Google SERP. And if we click upon it, we can see the actual advertisements themselves and scroll through them over the year. In terms of PPC, then, we offer a few useful tools in our project section as well. First one we'll bring to is the PPC keyword tool. So this tool offers an easy way to plan and set up an optimized Google Ads campaign. So some of the most common mistakes PPC marketers make include bidding on keywords that are too competitive, failing to add negative keywords to a campaign, or being too broad with their targeting. This tool essentially makes it easy to stay organized and ensure your campaign is budget friendly. So the PPC keyword tool offers an easy way to plan and set up an optimized Google Ads campaign. So with this, users can organize their keywords at the campaign and ad group levels. And we can quickly set negative keywords and export the campaign plan to seamlessly import with the Google AdWords editor. So some of the core components would include the automatic cross-group negative keyword generator. We have this here. It's also easy to set up single word ad groups. And the local volume and CPC data is there with the ability to refresh on demand. We have our update metrics here as well. And we also provide the ability to download and upload your campaign file to the Google AdWords editor. So after using or configuring your PPC keyword tool to structure your campaign, we would then move to our ad builder tool. So the ad builder is an excellent feature for working in conjunction with the PPC keyword tool. This allows you to write ad copies and headlines for your PPC campaigns. It also makes it easy to gather ideas for your own ads based on the ads of your competitors. So from here, you could type in the domain of your competitors, and it would bring up the relevant ad campaigns of which they had been working with. Hmm. So the ads you write then can be uploaded to the Google AdWords editor and be implemented into your campaign in essentially mere seconds. So we had one I created earlier, and this is what you'd be presented with. Say this is working from scratch, or you could take the template your from your competitors' advertisement profiles as well. So in terms of some of the features we offer with this tool, we have dynamic keyword insertion. We also offer tracking templates. As I mentioned, it's easy to integrate the PPC keyword tool with the Google AdWords editor. You can also research for both PPC text ads and display ads as well. And we also allow the ability to include site links, callouts, and structured snippets and such in your extensions. Okay, let's move on to the social media perspective. So for those working in the social media aspect of the industry, we offer two unique tools, our social media tracker and social media poster. So with the social media tracker then, everything from social channel analytics, or sorry, with these two tools essentially, everything from social channel analytics, creating posts, monitoring their performance to benchmarking your progress against competitors, this is what we offer. So I'll first start with our social media tracker here. So with this tool, you can monitor the social media accounts of your closest competitors and compare the growth and engagement levels to your own. We offer platforms such as Facebook, Twitter, Google+, YouTube, and LinkedIn business accounts. They can all be tracked by just a few clicks, and our portfolio is constantly expanding with the ability to track now Pinterest accounts on the horizon. See here. And I said this integrates seamlessly with our poster tool, which we can get directly to from the button on top here. So the poster tool then offers you an easy way to draft, schedule, and post content on Facebook, LinkedIn, say Instagram, although scheduling only, not posting there yet, Twitter, without leaving the SEMrush interface. So pairing this tool with the analysis from the social media tracker gives you a full suite for your social media workflow and analysis all in one place. So we see here we have our calendar where we can create content or directly click on new post. And then in our queue, we can see what is waiting here. You can switch between your social media channels and also view our previous posts as well. So with this calendar interface, we essentially offer you an automatic queue to simplify your posting schedule. There's a template offered, though all drafts and published posts are saved for reference. And as I mentioned with the Instagram, where we can't post directly, you can set up a content plan that will email you reminders to post out the content for this particular medium. Now, time is not being our friend here, so we'll quickly move on to the perspective of the content analysis. So for those working with content, in the project section, we offer a tool called Content Analyzer. And with this, we can tell you how your digital content, both on and off your site, is performing by measuring the likes of social shares, backlinks, keyword rankings, and even Google Analytics data like sessions and bounce rate. So the tool has two main functions. That is auditing your own website's content and measuring the impact of your guest posts or content partnerships on external websites. So what we provide is an adjustable content audit table and workflow. So we can adjust this table here with our Manage Columns tab. We also show the S.E.O visibility trend analysis for external posts. as well as social engagement and backlink comparison graphs to compare two external articles. Also, with this tool, the integration with Google Analytics and the Google Search Console will allow you to include keyword traffic of each page, as well as the bounce rate, sessions, and a few more details as well. But what I'd like to move now to is our topic research tool. So having content that stands out from your competition is vital to gaining visibility online. So our topic research tool gives SEOs and content writers and strategists a helping hand in content brainstorming efforts. So to begin, all you need to do is think of a topic or keyword of interest that you want for your website to cover and type it into the topic research search bar. So one I prepared earlier here was just one based on dinosaurs. So this generates a list of potential subtopics that include headlines, questions, and related searches. The content ideas then are shown in the form of cards, with the trending subtopics marked with a fire icon shown first. We have none here for this though. There we are. So if you click on a card, you'll see more info like the top headlines and questions surrounding that topic. So each topic card will initially show you the top 3 headlines for the main keyword. So you can expand this to the number of the top 10 headlines and titles by clicking on the topic card here. And the top line headlines are prioritized by the number of backlinks the pages have. So again, if you're a more visual oriented person, we also offer the mind map that allow you to, you can view the mind map, and we can switch between this at any time by clicking on that button. So this view is essentially a more visual presentation of the topic cards we saw previously. And then when you're feeling ready to start your writing, you can move to the S.E.O content template. So this tool allows you to generate SEO ideas even if you do not have any URLs to target yet. The goal of this tool is to help you outrank your rivals on the SERPs for target keywords. And the way to do this is by creating fully optimized content and building links to your new client or new content, sorry. So to start, we select our targeting settings. So try US again. And just an example, we'll say things. So we enter the single word or keyword or a group of keywords that we want to rank for in the organic search results. So from our keywords, SEMrush analyzes the top 10 ranking pages or rivals and generates a template of recommendations to create our content. The recommendations range from backlink ideas to text length and readability to more basic suggestions such as page titles and meta descriptions. So we can then save or export this template to a Word document or straight into our S.E.O writing assistant. So the writing assistant then, this tool grants any writer the ability to check the S.E.O potential and originality of a piece of content in real time. So when your template is generated, S.E.O writing assistant will bring you S.E.O recommendations and metrics on your target keywords based on your best performing rivals in Google's top 10. So the metrics here are interactive, which means that they're altering on a live basis depending on changes you make to your text, these metrics. So the writing assistant tool is now available actually as an add-on for Google Docs on Google Chrome. Also integrates with Firefox, Safari, and Edge browsers. And it can also be installed as a WordPress plugin. So we see here on top. Okay, and we'll move now to the last component of the SEMrush suite, that is the reports section. So since we have this little bit of time, actually, yeah, we'll have a look at the reports first. So you can find it here on the dashboard, and with it, you'll be able to create custom PDF reports. So we offer a range of templates you can see here in this feature, as well as a blank canvas to work with. So within it, you'll be able to combine various different results and reports that you can generate from our platform. So it is possible to include your brand and white labels to add the white labs to add that kind of professional, personal touch to it. So once again, these can be scheduled and emailed to whoever you may need to. Okay, that about covers the bones of it. So at first, it may seem a little overwhelming with there being such an extensive range of tools available within the SEMrush suite. But once you get used to them, I think you'll definitely find it easy to implement, research, and track your progress and reduce the hassle of your day-to-day tasks. If you have any questions about our services, we do our best to provide competent and coherent guidance, firstly, in the form of our knowledge base, which you find here help. So let me just point out where to find it. And also located here on the top, you can find the name of, so within the help section, actually, you can find the name of any of our tools or even any particular metric in the report. You just type it straight in and we'll be able to provide you with practically all of the information you might need for it. So in addition to this, we also continuously publish a series of how-to articles in our blog, which can be found in our new community section. So here we describe what problems our service helps to solve, and you can perform these solutions yourself. There is also our webinar section where you can find our past webinars, all sorts of material from our own product to modern SEO techniques and trends and much more, really. Soon you'll be even able to find this demonstration I'm conducting right now. And furthermore, we have a series of video tutorials available on our YouTube channel. Just one more thing, our academic section here on the menu bar is for those just beginning or those who want to know more. I would highly recommend checking this out. Here we have a selection of learning courses for SEMrush, each with tests and examinations to track your progress. And for every course, you can earn a certificate from our platform. So to quickly reiterate, please don't hesitate to contact us using any of these phone numbers here on the bottom. And my team can be reached via our email. That email again is mail@semrush.com, and you can write us at any time. We'll do our best to respond to each and every request as soon as possible. So I'd like to thank you all again for your attention, and I hope that this presentation has been helpful. It's time now to have a look at some of your questions. So bear with me a moment, and we'll take a quick look and try and answer some of these questions for you. If I don't get to explain everything, then we will do our best to respond to you via email as quick as we can. Okay, there do not appear to be any questions. So, well, our team is looking forward to hearing from you in the future. I hope you enjoyed this session. And other than that, I wish you all a very good day.